How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews. Back with yet another review, a little bit of Treehouse. Up in this piece in the form of their Brighter Than Starlight. This be a double IPA, 8.3%. It says here, Brighter Than Starlight is a beer that celebrates unconditional love and the idea that such a bond grows more inseparable and important as time goes on. It is a milestone beer, and we are truly excited to share it with you. Oats, Citra, Nelson, Galaxy hops. There you go. Straight juice bomb. This comes courtesy of Steve. Thank you very much, brother. Drop me off a big box of mystery beers, some non-mystery beers. And what is a beer mail if it does not contain Treehouse, at least from Steve? Label-wise, I don't know, man. I kind of dig it. It reminds me of Rock Flag and Eagle from I don't know why, from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but I can get down with it. I mean, Treehouse's labels are some of the best in the game. Let's put it that way. I mean, they usually have their kind of classic kind of logoing, but then a lot of these kind of newer beers, they tend to stray a little bit from the traditional, which is kind of cool. And that looks like straight up haze. Rich butternut squash, turkey gravy level, density to it, pinky finger, fluffy creamy head with a little bit of soapy edges on it. Yeah, she looks the part of a good haze. It's good news. Not a superly overly impactful nose on here. Like a soft, almost like banana custard citrus mixture in there, which is pretty kind of cool. Yeah, it's not so much banana, it's like a custardy thing, like a vanilla custard. So that's probably your oats at play, giving you that vanilla and a little bit of softness, and then you get that citrus, which is not overly sweet. Just kind of flirting around on the edges there, almost like a floral citrus flower, like a honey blossom, like citrus flower, as opposed to a straight up kind of citrus hops. Soft, gentle, fluffy, creamy. Not necessarily what you think when you think of a double IPA, but that's what I'm getting in here. Let's dive in. Cheers. It's exactly how it drinks, except it has this nice kind of bittering pop that really kind of brings it home for me. The mouthfeel in here is absolutely fantastic. It's super soft, it's super creamy, and super sultry, and all those kind of adjective words. It's fantastic. It's so soft, so delicious, but it still has that bite to it. That bittering bite on the other end of things can be a little bit generic, more like tomato stocky, slightly weed pulling kind of weediness. But you rarely get that combination of that biting bitterness and that ultra softness. So to see that kind of combination of those two playing together is really fucking cool. Yeah. The citrus kind of dances around the edge. Again, it's something beyond just your base citrus. I call it like a floral citrus. And that kind of still makes sense in the taste. It has this kind of just added component to it that brings it outside of your normal citrus kind of fruitiness. And I want to stick with the floral component. So it's like a floral citrusness, leaning heavily in the kind of brighter kind of not grapefruit, but there's a grapefruit in there, but more citrus kind of orange realm. I'm trying to think. There's something else in there. I'm just not getting it. I don't know what it is, and it's kind of annoying me. Yeah. That custard thing, those oats are adding that added level of mouthfeel, and also kind of like an added level of soft kind of a vanilla tone that's not overly sweet. So think of like lactose without that lactose sweetness. I like it. I think it's fantastic. I mean, that's no shit Sherlock stuff. Typically, more times than not, Treehouse beers, especially the newer ones, tend to be quite, if not delicious, interesting. But this one's also interesting while at the same time being delicious. So it's doing the whole kind of double dip here in a very fun way. I like this. I dig this. Probably one of the better. Let's cut to that cheese. It is probably one of the better double IPAs I've had. Eking very close to the top. I like it. I dig it. It drinks a little lower than what the ABV would dictate, but the flavors that it's giving me are unique and interesting enough that I don't know if you can get those at lower ABV, so I'm okay with its ABV point where it's at. Value and availability, Treehouse, brewery only. Prices usually aren't too horrible and leave you with, I feel like, what we like this beer. If you like New School Haze, you like New England Haze, you like Treehouse beers. This tastes like a Treehouse beer. I reviewed one not too long ago, a couple days ago, from Steve too, and I was like, this tastes like a hot butchery kind of beer, not necessarily a Treehouse beer. This tastes like a Treehouse beer, but unique enough to where it's separated from those guys. I dig it. So if you like those things, you'll like this beer. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing and Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice, brighter than Starlight right now. I'll see you next time. Rock, flag, and eagle.